welcome to Face to Face, and we're going to speak about police violence. I'm with Riko today and from the Committee for Justice. Welcome to the show, Riko.
Thank you.
So you are working to protect family who have been victim of police violence.
Yes, we support and organize with families who have lost loved ones to police violence. We do a lot of work, right? Again,
I know.
I'm Riko Guzman. I'm the membership coordinator for the Justice Committee. It's a grassroots organization dedicated to ending police violence and systemic racism in New York City. Also empowering folks of low income, of Latino, and other people of color.
Okay. And so how does your work goes? It's mainly justice, and you put people or the police to court system, and then you sue them, or how you help the families, or you do both?
Well, the navigation through the judicial process within itself is
a nightmare.
Is a nightmare. Thank you. That's it, right. So what we do within the organization is help the individuals, or I want to say support the individuals, organize within themselves. That's one of our strengths. One of our main pillars right now is supporting and organizing with the families, not organizing on their behalf, but teaching them to organize on their behalf and raise up the importance and the relevance of their issue, as well as there's a bunch of different ways to play a part within the organization, or just do about the work, which is public art projects. We also have policy campaigns. We also do trainings and skill building, as well as supporting anyone who feels affected by the abusive policies that are happening within New York City, and supporting families of anyone who has been affected or knows of someone affected by abusive police practices.
And so, how does the situation with the police is better, or it's worse than it was? I mean, at some moment it was very, very complicated. So does it get? How does it?
Well, I was just one of the interesting things that's happening right now is. We're getting our information from different sources. So depending on who you ask, one would say, oh, crime has gone down in certain places. But we also have understood that police are widespread amongst the city, are not reporting as well as they used to, or to the same degree that they was. So according to certain stats, it may say that it's going down, or crime has been affected to a point where one could be measured, but those who live in those areas that are being affected would tell you otherwise.
But so at some point, like I think it was under Bloomberg administration, it was a big fight with the police, who was profiling the kids I mean, mainly in Queens and so on and so forth. And then it was, I think, an inspector has been nominated to oversee a little bit the situation and the process of the police arresting or profiling. Does that change in any way?
So I think one of the concepts that you're talking about is broken windows policing.
Exactly.
Which was made huge during the Giuliani era, and then supported mainly under Bloomberg. And to some degree, one could still see sections or arenas of that, which allowed the style of policing to come off very blatant, which was they were profiling, very abusive. Like some cases we see within the Ramarley Graham case. For those who are not familiar with it, we're talking about a young man being able to walk into his home, not being chased at all, and then police to come in, break into his home, and unfortunately led to a fatal shooting of him in front of his family. The Ramarley Graham family is one of the families we work with, as well as Sean Bell and Eric Gardner and a few other folks. But these are things that you see major, and when you talk about now, do we see so now? What we have to our advantage now is we have the practice of Cop Watch, which is the legal ability to record and document police activity, and it really should be seen as a place of love for anybody recording now. So where maybe a few years ago, it was your word against the police word. Now we have more video to prove evidence of the.
So you're talking about if the camera, the cops is going to wear, or you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about community folks able to
film,
to film,
to record.
The body cameras is another conversation within itself in regards to how it's going to be used, who gets to view that that footage,
and even the cops can stop them. If I understood the story, so
right. So they themselves, the officer can choose when to turn it on and when to turn it off, which is ambiguous within itself. Of like, what's the point? One could only speculate in certain situations that we have seen on film. If that were recorded by body camera, what part would we have saw? Would we have saw anything? So it's really important, and I think that anybody that understands the importance of just organizing, anybody who understands the importance of support, should definitely contact the organization at info@justicecommittee.org. We also have an Instagram at Watch the Cops. We have a Facebook, Justice Committee NY, as well as we have a Twitter, which is at Justice Committee, and we have an Instagram, which is Justice at Justice Committee.
Yeah. So, just to make clear, if I see something on the street, can I film it with the cops? And I can film it, and it's totally legal, and the police cannot say, no, you cannot record it?
Well, I want you to understand that one of the things that we do with them when we talk about training and skill building is that you will learn to know your rights, right? Okay. And within learning your rights, you will understand which level of your civil rights that you have, of your constitutional rights that you have, to be able to engage. Some officers understand that they may feel fearful of that particular moment, and they may tell you it's illegal what you're doing. And that doesn't mean that it is illegal. That just means that they're scared and they're fearful of what's going to come out from that negative interaction that's happening. So you are within your legal right to record and document. If you attend the Know Your Rights training, then you will learn that there are ways to invoke that right, as well as keeping yourself safe, because you want to make sure that you're
not put yourself in situation where,
as well as de-escalate the process if you can. Because in some cases, some people may be arguing with the officer and then incriminating themselves. So you want to be able to help them through that process. Say, you know what, let's try just going through just a normal process.
And so anything then the city should be doing and is not doing right now? Anything you see should be a steps, or any legislation or any elected official who is working to passing a law will help the process to have more some kind of...
I think there are plenty of, I don't want to say plenty, there are policies right now that are in the process of being created that if local city officials actually paid attention to their residents, to their constituents, that could really help the process, because it's now turning into government versus people, right? Where supposedly these are the same government officials that are being elected by the people that they're supported, but then when we are complaining, there's nothing being said. One of the things that we're doing right now is that we're building a team within the South Bronx. As a matter of fact, this Thursday, at the Betances Center, which is located on 547 East 46th Street in the South Bronx at 6:30. We're going to be having community leaders and community members come to the table, bring their ideas, as well as highlight issues that are happening, and then we're going to have our Cop Watch team help them out, support, and organize with them to bring about real change. That's the one thing that's happening this week, and then next week Wednesday, the Cop Watch team is meeting, which anybody can come by. They're also meeting at the same location on the 17th at 547 East 146th Street at the Betances Center. So these are ways that people can plug in, as well as if somebody's watching this show right now and they find themselves like, I've wanted to organize, or I don't know where to start, but I do want to play a part in this movement, I would definitely say to contact us at info@justicecommittee.org.
Thank you so much for coming. Appreciate
no
for
problem.
you to be
Thank
here.
you for having me.
And for your patience. Thank you so much. So that was the show for today. Thank you for watching Face to Face. Please keep watching your news on presenza.com. Thank you very much, and see you very soon.